Welcome, my friends, to this Halloween edition of Glam Tones. My name is Gigi, and I wanted to show you what we're going to be working on today. I ordered something. My daughter was like, you know, I really like the long nails. When I look at nails online, you need to do longer nails. And I saw this set on Amazon, and I just grabbed it. If you guys want me to put a link to them below, I will do that for you. But they're, you know, they're just pretty basic, full cover, extra long tips. They're, what is that called? Tapered square. I need to get coffin next time, but I wanted more room to draw on, and I had been talking to her about some of the people that I watch. They do longer nails, so they have more room for art. And so she was like, then why aren't you doing that? And I'm like, why am I not doing that? So as you can see, it comes with a nail glue to adhere them to your nails, and it's very thick. Look at the drip on that. That's a slow drip. So that it's very thick, not, you know, builder gel thick, but, you know, nice. It comes with a cutter. I'm going to show you that in a second. But it comes with 12 sizes. You can see it's got 11 there, but there's a 0 as well. Right under there, there's a 0. So that means it goes from 0 to 11, and that is 12 different sizes. Now look at that. That's cheap. So I don't think I'll be using it. It's super cheap. I'll try it, see if it works, but we'll see. And it comes with the thing to hold your nail on so you can cure it. So that is for, I think it was $15.99. That's not too bad. And we're going to use the tips on the channel, so there you go. We're going to start by learning that it takes a lot more polish to paint these than normal, and I'm gonna have to really perfect my polishing, because the longer the nail, the harder it is, and that's just how it is. So those 3 colors that you saw, I am using those to just create some dirt. We're gonna do a pumpkin patch, and the bottom half of this is gonna be the actual patch, and the top half is the actual pumpkin patch, and the top half is going to be the sky. So I am blending those 3 colors, which were brown and green and gold, and turning that into the dirt of a pumpkin patch, right? And here's where that phrase, trust the process, really is something you have to listen to. Because just looking at that right there, it's like, really? That's what you're doing? That's how I was feeling at first. I was like, this is what it's gonna look like. And then I gave myself a talking to, and I was like, trust the process. This is just the base layer. There's so much going on top of this that this is going to look like the ground when you're done. And I don't want to toot my horn too much, you guys, but I have to say, I am really super proud of this set. So I hope you stay to the end of the video. I know it's it's a long one, but there's a lot to it, and I do a lot. So stick around, hang out to the end, and don't forget to subscribe, because that channel goal is 500 subscribers, and we are trying to get that by the end of the year. So now I'm using my pigments, and these are the shiny ones, the shiny's not the right word, the glimmery, shimmery ones, and I'm just blending these 2 together into a night sky. It's just that simple. That's why I love these. They're so easy to just blend and have a good time with, especially the shimmer ones. They're way more fun in my mind, and I'm glad I got them, honestly. They're great. And we're going to do that across all the nails. But guys, I'm just going to show you, this is already a long video. We're 20 minutes on this video today, guys. So thank you for those of you who stick around and watch the whole thing. Thank you from the bottom of my little heart. I'm only going to show you pretty much two of the nails for each step, pretty much, because each nail is really similar. But they all have their, like, it's a patch, not every single one. Wow, that went by fast. I'm sorry. This is the orange we're going to make the pumpkins with. And again, this is another place where really you've got to trust the process. I do want to point out that I need to really perfect my application, because you can see at the top there where I skipped a little bit on the base coat that I rubbed everything into. And actually it wasn't, was it base coat? No, I think it's just the Kiara Sky. Kiara Sky is sticky enough that it really does take the pigment well, but I think I did base coat right after I did that spongy technique, just to take away some of the texture. But here's the problem as well, and you're going to notice this at the end of the video, is that my application process on this is not perfect, so the base coat is a little bumpy on the side of the middle nail and maybe a couple other places. So the base coat I was trying to take the bumps out with gave me bumps, and that's because partially I didn't realize I really need to put them on the stands in the middle. So now I'm adding the vines to our nails, to our little pumpkins. By the end, once all the little tiny details are added, and that's why it's taking so long to show you everything, because even though I only show you a couple nails, I do a lot of details, okay? Every single nail has got details out the wazoo, and this 20-minute video translates to 4 hours of work. It took 4 hours for me to make this set. And I feel like somebody who's even more artfully skilled might have taken even more time, might have known more techniques. So the more I learn, probably the longer it's gonna take me. But we did a lot of stuff. And honestly, it was pretty fun. I really had a great time making these nails. And even though these nails are super long and crazy, I kind of dig them. Wouldn't it be crazy if I wore them for a couple days? Maybe you challenge me in the comment section. So now I made like a glittery brown. I mixed some gold glitter and brown just to darken it. And I'm using that to make the little section lines in the pumpkins so that they have a little definition, because otherwise they even with the vines, without those little lines, they really don't look as much like pumpkins as you might want. So there we go, making them look like pumpkins. And I tried to make those lines before I made the vines, but without having the vine in the pumpkin, visually it wasn't making sense to me. It didn't look right. So as soon as I put the vines in, the lines just made sense. So that's why I did that first, if you were wondering. Now we're going to make some bats in the sky, because it's Halloween, but it's also fall. And so the bats and the pumpkins are a little bit Halloween-y, but the fact that it's a pumpkin patch is a little bit fall. We're also going to add some mushrooms in there, because I just had this vision in my head of red mushrooms and orange pumpkins, and it wouldn't leave my head. So I had seen so many nails with bats on them. That was also stuck in my head. So I thought, let's take all of those elements and do a set of like Twilight pumpkin patch nails. So that's what we're doing. That's what this is ending up being. I have to say, really, really love these nails. I know I already said that, but I love these nails. I'm not usually one to wear nails that are a scene of something, but I definitely feel like I would rock these. I would glue these on and wear them, maybe even just for like a Halloween party or something. That would be super fun, because these are really fun nails. So now we're just adding some stars. I thought about adding a moon, but there's so much going on in the nails. I thought just a starry sky was really all we needed. Maybe we're not looking in the direction of the moon, right? And that's fine. You don't always have to have a moon in the night sky. And honestly, I've already done so many things to these nails. I just didn't want to. I still need to work out trying to make a circle very good. So especially when it's just part of a circle. So it's just a practice thing. I need to work on it more. Maybe I would have tried it, but it felt daunting. It just felt a little daunting. That's all. Okay, now here, what I'm doing is adding just some shapes like leaves. I'm not trying to go in for too much detail on them, because it's such a, like, you're standing back looking into the pumpkin patch situation. And the leaves are, I don't know, I just didn't feel like I could really make it look correct. I tried a couple things and it didn't look right. So I just left it as the shapes, because the leaves on the pumpkin, I looked it up, they're kind of round and standing up. So I just sort of made that shape. And that's really all I ended up doing. So now what I'm adding is just some grassiness, just a little grassy green, right? Just a little, like there would be little tufts of grass here and there maybe in your pumpkin patch. So that's what we're adding. And I did want to explain, I don't understand why this section of the video got a little bit fuzzy. And that's why I'm not zoomed in a tiny bit more, because the fuzz gets worse the closer you get. So I'm not sure what happened. All the rest of the sections are good, but for some reason, this one got a little bit crazy. So these little grassy features, this is for me where the pumpkin patch really starts to come together. And then once you start adding in the mushrooms, I really like it. And then even after the mushrooms, we've got one more thing that we're gonna do. Okay, let's make some mushrooms. All I'm really doing, because they would be super tiny, right? All I'm really doing is a dot and then making it into a mushroom shape. And then afterwards, we're gonna come in and make, you know, the little stems and whatnot. But to start, we're just popping it down, making a little mushroom shape. Boom. It's just that simple. You need a tiny little brush so that you can do this. One thing that's cool about these long nails is that you can really hold, and see, you don't even have to use the dotting tool. I didn't use that there. So you've got options, especially with a skinny brush. You can make a dot naturally on the brush. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, one of the things I like about these longer nails is that you can really hold on to that nail so that you can work on a different part. So that's kind of cool, I guess. It's these are gonna take a little getting used to, but I think I'm gonna have a good time with it. It's always good to work outside your comfort zone, because that's where the magic happens. Speaking of magic, I've been reading a book about magic, and I got a new set of tarot cards. And I'm really starting to explore more of just the spiritual aspect of the world and the universe. Let me know if you want me to talk to you more about that. There you go. I guess I definitely was thinking I'd do a little card a day thing on shorts, but we'll see, because too many shorts starts to get too much. So I might just do that on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. So now here we are with a little bit of white. I tried several different colors, but white is the one that worked. I just liked it the best. And so we're just making little dots underneath, and that's gonna be our little stems on our little mushrooms. I think the mushrooms really make everything pop. each little detail matters. And this is our last detail. I'm just using a deeper shade of brown with a little bit of the gold mixed in to give us some shadows. And I didn't want to do a lot of glitter in here, but I did want there to be little pops where it would catch your eye, right? You see right under that pumpkin, that little bit of glimmer, it just catches your eye. And they already are eye-catching, but that just helps draw you in. And look at how each individual little step that we took built this dimensional little pumpkin patch that we are visiting right now. I think a little fairy in there would have not been a bad idea either, but that just came to my head. I wish I'd thought of it, because maybe I would have tried to draw just like a little shadow of a fairy or something. That would have been cool. Let me know if you want me to do a fairy patch. That's a comment section. Okay, we're coming in for the end. We're doing our top coat. There's a lot of base coats on this, so I didn't show every single base coat, but I want to tell you I probably base coated this set at least 4 times, at least. Throughout the set, not at the end, throughout the set. Because you want to protect different aspects of what you've done. And the more you base coat in between the layers, the less bumpy your set is going to be. And that would have worked for me as well if I had been more careful with my base coat application. But also, you see how the one is off center from the rest? It is in the middle, and that's what you have to do. You have to put it in the middle on the form instead of at the back, because it doesn't sit correctly. It's too heavy, and if you want it to be even and for it to self-level correctly, you need that. And you absolutely need more time upside down with it. So I need to practice with this particular kind of nails, but I think they're pretty cool, and they're going to be super fun to do detailed art on like this. Guys, this is our finished set. This was a matte top coat, so if you want them shiny, I think that would look great, but I think this lends itself to a matte top coat, and I'm in love with these. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget, all of my buttons need to be clicked. Help me smash my goal by the end of this year. We're definitely going to do a really cool giveaway at 500. So be sure that you are one of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for watching. You know I appreciate you so much. We're going to see you next week for more awesome stuff. Mwah. Bye-bye.